I want to start by asking everyone to imagine what the average prison would look like. If you were to imagine a typical prison, you would most likely envision cells, a basic outdoor workout area, a cafeteria, and so on. As you can see, prisons have not had a significant design change in the last century, and we are here to change that. Hi, my name is Joshua, and this is my partner Thomas. We are here today to pitch our idea for the newest, most revolutionary, and most technologically advanced prison that Canada has ever seen. After today, you won't just consider, but want our prison to be installed.
We find that prison is a harsh term and can make it a scary place for inmates, so we prefer the term correctional facility. We are proud to introduce the Correctional Institute of Technology, or CIT for short. Standing at 4 stories tall, CIT contains all of the newest state-of-the-art techs to ensure that prisoners benefit from it after leaving. Rehabilitation and retribution are the main focuses upon the arrival of any convict. Furthermore, thanks to the advancement of technology, CIT is impossible to escape. CIT will be mainly made out of self-healing concrete and steel to ensure that it is a sturdy facility. The self-healing concrete is a highly technological new type of concrete that can repair its cracks using a spray. It is important for the prison's durability to increase. Also, in front of the facility, there are flowers, which will give a nice color to CIT. And additionally, inmates can tend to the garden and earn some profit through prison jobs. We will continue to discuss this later. Today, we will be explaining why CIT deserves to be funded and installed into the fine province of Ontario.
Currently, the Kingston Penitentiary is not a functioning prison, making it an ideal place to build/renovate a new prison, right? However, Kingston Penitentiary serves as a tourist attraction, and it was recorded that it brought around $1.6 million of profit in 2019. Instead of eliminating all those profits and jobs, we decided to build a facility in a new place. We have found the perfect place, which is located near the country's capital of Ottawa. The environment is a very important place that everyone should try to take care of. So it only makes sense if we utilize an old brownfield as our building location to make it far more eco-friendly. The location has some distance between neighborhoods, so it doesn't scare people. However, it is just close enough that employees can quickly get supplies and easily into prison. Our prison jumpsuits will be far different from the orange ones seen in movies. We have chosen to dress our prisoners depending on the offense committed. We've decided the color red represents any cases involving sexual offenses, the color blue will resemble any cases involving homicide, and the color green will resemble any petty crimes such as theft. The different uniforms can help guards instantly see what crimes the convict has committed. Furthermore, each prisoner will carry a bar tag and guards can scan them to gain information about the prisoners. This will ensure that our guards can keep an eye on our prisoners.
On top of this, the max occupancy of CIT is 30 inmates. While holding 30 people seems very minimal, it allows guards and educators to directly help convicts reform and rehabilitate. Additionally, it will reduce costs. CIT also offers multiple programs to aid inmates to benefit society upon release. The following programs are drug and alcohol rehabilitation, technological advancement, and basic skills and education. These programs are very important as they will be crucial for the convict's re-entry into the outer world. Online tools will be created with the best possible services in Canada, offering hours of content for our convicts. In 2016, 47% of the federal inmates in the United States served time for a drug offense or for being under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Drug rehabilitation would allow for any inmates incarcerated for drugs or alcohol to be distanced from any addiction they may have. Next, to relate it back to our theme, the special program of technological advancement is also available to our inmates. Convicts will have the opportunity to learn computer designs and even coding, and be able to apply the skill in the future. In our very technological world, it is important for the convicts to learn about this through our special program. As for basic skills and education, our educators will teach inmates about how to find jobs and how to properly reintegrate themselves into society. This program is available for the inmates who are not necessarily interested in technological advancement.
On top of all this, the prison is virtually inescapable due to its many security features. Firstly, the prison has a vast amount of metal detectors at every entrance/exit. This will ensure that no illegal objects are brought into the prison. High-tech cameras are also at every entrance and exit. This will allow for a facial identification software to identify anyone entering the premises. Another security feature that will be part of our prison is that all of our doors will be locked at every given moment. The only entrance that will be unlocked are for visitors who wish to enter. However, they must check in with staff. Each door will be around half a foot thick and will require a key card to unlock. This will provide a difficult task when any prisoner tries to escape. Additionally, all the fences will be 7 feet tall, making it an impossible climb, and guards will get an instant notice if anyone touches the fence. The Correctional Institute of Technology strives to rehabilitate prisoners through the use of technology. The technology is a very important part of our everyday lives and should also be allowed for prisoners. Although access will be limited and monitored, prisoners will still have access to the internet. Even though this may seem controversial, it is a great way to ensure that prisoners have contact with the outside world. Imagine if you had no access to the internet for multiple months. In modern day society, this makes it nearly impossible to survive. Of course, prisoners will not have access to the internet every moment of the day. Still, it is essential to rehabilitate prisoners and prepare them for re-entry into our modern technological society. Leaving them in the dark and about the outside world will cause confusion when they return to society.
Prisons in the United States have already begun understanding the importance of internet. According to an article from The Guardian, inside of the Five Keys Charter School in the San Francisco County Jail, more than 200 adult inmates acquire skills and earn high school credits using the American Prison Data Systems tablets. This program launched in October of 2014, and by 2016, over 1,000 inmates had used the specially modified Samsung tablets, which offer access to educational material from a dozen sources, including Khan Academy and TED Talks. To ensure the security of the network to which these inmates have access, they are monitored remotely 24/7 and can be immediately turned off at the request of prison staff. An article from CBC News also states that more countries are beginning to give prisoners access to email, the internet, and in-cell tablets. Prisoner advocates are saying that Canada is lacking by denying federal inmates access to essential technology. Correctional Investigator of Canada, Ivan Zinger, calls technology an essential part of living in the 21st century and said that the lack of laptops and other computers in prisons is counterintuitive to educational goals.
As one can see, CIT is highly technological. The legend for the following floor plan is as follows. As you can see, every floor utilizes the power of technology. On our first floor, we have locked doorways, and our one entrance has a metal detector right next to it. This will allow us to screen every visitor that enters the prison and ensure safety and security for everyone. On our second floor, we have our main prison facilities. This includes a cafeteria, workout room, showers, and library. The library is a prime educational space, although prisoners will have access to educational tablets in their cells. Floors 3 and 4 are both full of cells. We can accommodate 30 prisoners in our small facility to allow for our prison staff to keep a closer eye on them and ensure that the rehabilitation is successful.
Computer access is important for the rehabilitation of offenders and other uses such as their own legal affairs, financial issues, and even appointments. CIT would offer monitored internet, allowing for inmates to view their email, calendar, and have access to educational websites. With the technology already available in the 21st century, it is necessary to have these in our prison facility.
The access to the internet for prisoners will differ depending on the offense committed and the time being served. An honor system would be implemented to allow for good behavior to be rewarded. Although an honor system may seem unfair, all convicts will have access to the same baseline internet. Every prisoner will have access to the internet for personal purposes, such as email or meetings with their lawyer/family, and educational purposes, such as Khan Academy or TED Talk, for an hour every day. The maximum amount of time permissible will be 3 hours to ensure that no internet addiction is formed. It is prison after all. Outdoor activity is very important when it comes to CIT. In the outdoor workout area, inmates will gain the opportunity to play soccer with fellow inmates along with basketball. Additionally, there will be a track where prisoners can jog. Outdoor workout is essential, and it will ensure that inmates stay healthy and get a nice breath of fresh air while they're at it.
In our 4-story tall facility, we have 2 floors dedicated to being prison cells. Our building being U-shaped, we'll have the prisoners divided into 4 groups, 1 being female and 3 being male. The reasons why the numbers are not evenly distributed is that it has been statistically proven that women are less likely to be in prison than men. According to Statista.com, 93.2% of federal inmates in the United States are males. This is the reason why we decided to only allocate 1 group to the female inmates.
So imagine you have been caught for theft and are sentenced to 2 years in CIT. The schedule would go along the lines of you would wake up at 8:30, have breakfast in the cafeteria from 9 to 9:30, have a morning free period from 9:30 to 11, a workout indoor from 11 to 11:45, shower from 11:45 to 12, a lunch from 12 to 1, an afternoon free period from 1 to 3, lunch from 12 to 1, an afternoon free period from 3 to 4, 30 minutes of online learning from 4 to 4:30, 30 minutes of learning from 4:30 to 5, free time from 5 to 6, dinner from 6 to 7, evening free period from 7 to 9, and all convicts must be in their cells by 9:05 and lights out at 10 o'clock.
During free times, they have access to the library, study space, workout rooms, showers, and even prison jobs if they are up for it. These jobs could be anything from custodial staff to even cooking. The Correctional Institute Technology will strive for the rehabilitation of prisoners and prepare them for proper reintegration into society. Through fantastic learning programs and access to the internet, prisoners will have the opportunity to be functioning members of society. With your help, we can make CIT not just a fantasy, but a reality. Thank you for your time.